would throw here. Stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it! He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40, he could go all the way! Oh my goodness! So he must have had Kelly Meyer the previous one, so Abby Haig tournament. Now here is a pitch, Snidey gets it, he'll go down in the backfield! Oh! Francisco Rodriguez will take the corner kick, bending it in, a header and a goal! Well, chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in! And the Cardinals. Marty, now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will down it. Here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Lewis is battling Recklin Ellingson, and here's a shot. Outlet ahead. Gavin Roderick on the front time. Now we've got a runner. That doesn't go. Brown with the defensive rebound. Outlet back, a 2-on-1. Nice dish. Up the right side. He's got room. Takes the shot. Save made. Rebound. Under head coach Ryan Monahan has won 12 of 14 games so far. They do have some common opponents on their respective schedules, including a number of common opponents in Class 4A Section 8. The JV game is in the process of wrapping up, about 2.5 minutes to go in that game, and then we'll have the warm-ups, and our varsity game should be getting started right around 1:30 right here on the Leighton Media platforms. This is KXRA Alexandria. 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. And we appreciate you joining us as you watch today's coverage on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. A big thank you to Integrity Title of Alexandria for being our signature streaming sponsor of our YouTube coverage of Alexandria Cardinal sports all throughout the 2025-26 school year. My name is Dave McClurg, and I want to introduce the people that are helping to make today's broadcast possible. First of all, at KXRA Radio in downtown Alexandria, we have Tom Chorley, the man at Master Control today. Normally, on a Saturday where we don't have high school basketball coverage, Tom would be your host for Swap Shop this afternoon. But today's Swap Shop program, along with Minnesota Military Radio, will be preempted to accommodate our girls' basketball coverage. We will have Swap Shop on the air next Saturday afternoon starting at 1:05 here on KXRA Radio. JP Boline is back as he was across town last night with Alexandria Blizzard hockey-related duties, but JP is our videographer today. We thank JD Johnson, who was working the video last night for our boys' basketball coverage, but JP is back in the house today as part of our Leighton Media crew on site at Polig Court on the Alexandria Area High School campus. The final person I want to introduce is the one that will be contributing to our broadcast today, my basketball partner throughout the winter season, Russ Henricks. And Russ, I believe it's for you and I this week, game number 4 here at Alexandria Area High School, and another look at Alexandria versus a Section 8 rival.
Yeah, absolutely. Good afternoon, D-Mac, and good afternoon to the audience. I don't have anything to sell today except good Cardinal spirit. And, yeah, it should be an exciting afternoon. And, yeah, our third game in 3 days. And, back to my old baseball days, just give me the baseball and let me go. And so here we go. We're excited to be out here today. And this should be a really good basketball game, I think, between two teams with huge section ramifications as we get down to the last third of the season here.
It's interesting because Elk River is a team out of the Northwest Suburban Conference, and they've been playing pretty well there. The only losses are to teams that are now outside of the Northwest Suburban. Former conference rival Maple Grove has a win against Elk River, and then the Elk's other loss was to the Delano Tigers. But, Alexandria, I recall the Saturday before Christmas, Alexandria faced a Monticello team which was playing pretty well. I think the Magic's only loss at that point of the year was to Elk River. I think the teams played each other in the first or second game of the year. But, Elk River, I think like Monticello, has a lot of talent. But I get the feeling that Coach Matt Helscher is going to have his team ready to play. And, again, these head-to-head meetings are so valuable, especially from Alexandria's point of view that Buffalo is not on Alexandria's schedule this year, whereas Elk River does get a look at everybody else. in Class 4A Section 8. So if the Cardinals can get a favorable outcome today, that will certainly benefit them when it comes to the seeding process in February.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, they already have that win against Monticello, and, Brainerd's in there, and they'll get another shot at them when Brainerd comes to Alec here later in February, and then later on the schedule, the Cardinals will play St. Michael Albertville. So, and then they just beat Bemidji on Thursday. So there's a real chance to stack up some wins here against the section. And as we get down to the end of the year, I believe it's coach's vote. At least that's the way it is on the boys' side. So I'm assuming that's the way it is on the girls' side as well. And this is a chance for the Cardinals to kind of make a statement, I think. They played really good basketball on Thursday, and this is another one of those opportunities for them to, to tell the rest of the section, hey, we're here. We're ready to compete in 4A basketball, and we're going to be tough to beat at the end of the year.
Should be a great matchup. Again, we've got the play-by-play coming your way as we get closer to 1:30. The JV game has just wrapped up with Alexandria winning that by 19 points. Thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, bringing you our play-by-play this afternoon of Varsity Girls basketball. Special thanks to Juettner Motors of Alexandria for being the presenting sponsor of our pregame coverage. We're going to take our first break here on our late media platforms. When we return to Alexandria Area High School, we will have a conversation with the head coach of the Lady Cards. He's at his alma mater, back coaching varsity girls basketball in his first season after a very successful tenure as the Osakis High School boys basketball coach for more than a decade. We will welcome Matt Helsher to our broadcast after this timeout. Got a little bit of schedule information and then the compare.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building. Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Just have to be, you could either repeat this in.
Sure seemed like your girls were happy to be back at home on Thursday night. I think the first game at home in about 25 days or something like that. And it seems like in a lot of different ways the kids played well. Big audience on hand with all the elementary basketball players. I would guess youth night probably went as good as you could expect.
Oh yeah, it did. Winning at all three levels, from the JV-B squad and the varsity, and then not only that, but again to win the way we did with our defensive end in front of the crowd that we had. It was just fun to watch the atmosphere. We mentioned before that we typically don't have a lot of fans in the stands, so when we get that opportunity, we want to make sure that we put on a show, and I think our girls did a great job of that.
Your team was able to get some separation from Bemidji starting in the latter part of the first half and then really kind of tacked on as that second half went along. Why was Alexandria able to get the separation that it did against the Lumberjacks?
Well, I think just on the defensive end, we wore them out. The first half, we got, some bad matchups defensively, had some foul trouble, but then in the second half, just wearing them down. We didn't give them a lot of easy looks. We made some adjustments at halftime, how we're going to guard the post and the perimeter, and we just made tough shots, and then we made them run through screen after screen when we were on offense. And you got Scotland Brown setting screens for you and Kate Hennessy. Those aren't fun to run through, but we were moving the ball offensively, making them guard the entire length of the floor and the width of that. So that's how we were able to get that separation. We didn't shoot it particularly well from the outside in the second half, but again, because we limited one-shot opportunities for them, being able to get to the rim a little bit and then getting open shots, that's how we were able to pull away.
I thought it was interesting, Matt, when you joined Russ and I for the postgame on Thursday night while the players themselves were signing autographs for the elementary kids. You pointed out about how your team was able to slow down Alicia Pink, the Bemidji player who I think scored 29 in the win by Bemidji against Brainerd 2 nights before, and then Pink only scored 3 points, all coming in the first half. Schematically, were you able to do anything special to, bring her point total down that much?
Well, we focused on her. We knew she was a great player, but again, it's all about taking away strengths of an opponent, and we wanted to force her right anytime she caught it. And we didn't do that right away, and she was able to get to the free throw line, but anytime she caught on the catch, we're closing out on her hip, going right, not letting her get open threes, and most importantly, not getting downhill. So it was a big defensive team effort. I mentioned, we started with Kate on her, and then we went Hope Stark, and then Ellie Hummelvig. Girls that are super aggressive, they're athletic, and they're strong. So that really helped us, but it's that help side defense, making sure that when their best player has an opportunity to score, that we try to take that away and make other girls beat you.
I know another nice aspect of Thursday night's game, I think,
in that backside a lot more than we have all year, and it was giving girls opportunities. And we're going to have girls with a lot of opportunities tonight. Elk River plays great pack line defense, so if you attack that paint, you got to be able to pass it early, swing it one more, and as we said, we want great shots, not good shots. We want to shoot strikes. That baseball analogy right there. So we got to make sure that we have really good passes so girls can catch in the pocket and shoot it, because that's when we shoot at a high percentage.
Our guest right now is the head coach of the Alexandria Girls basketball team, Matt Helscher, as part of our Juettner Motors pregame show. The coach's comments feature brought to you by Alamere Health. Later on here in the 1 o'clock hour, we'll have varsity girls basketball with the Lady Cards hosting the Elk River Elks. Matt, Elk River comes in pretty solid record. I think only 2 defeats on the schedule, to Delano and then to Maple Grove. Maple Grove is a common opponent, but I know that both teams have played a lot of other opponents in Class 4A, Section 8. How much of a scouting report do you have on this Elk River team?
Well, quite a bit. They're a lot like Bemidji in the fact that they have really good post play. They got tall girls on the perimeter that can shoot, and then they offensive rebounds. So they set a lot of screens. So defensively for us, again, is We have to figure out how we're going to guard the post, how we're going to guard back screens, what are we going to do on ball screens, and, again, try to limit them as much as we can. And then defensively, they're going to full court press. They'll usually go a 2-2-1 back into a man. It's an aggressive man, so they might switch every ball screen. They'll run some 2-3 zones. So we just have to know what they're in on defense, get to our stuff as early as we can. And if they are switching screens, where's the mismatch? Is it going to be in the post? Is it on the perimeter? Do they overhelp? Can we read it and swing it to that backside, like I mentioned, and get other girls opportunities? So it is not going to be easy by any means. And we just have to make sure we take care of the ball, take good shots, and not kind of get in that hurried offense that we talked about, where maybe we shoot it too early when we can get better shots down the road.
And that kind of dovetails into a follow-up question. If Elk River indeed is looking to press, that leads me to believe that they might try to push the tempo a little bit, especially if they can turn your kids over. Is an opponent like this, is it going to be a fine line to try to figure out, okay, we can run with these ladies, but we have to be selective in terms of how quickly we shoot the ball?
I mean, definitely, yeah. You have to pick your spots, and, when you have that advantage of pushing on offense, and when they're in their zone press, our idea is let's get set up, let's break it, and then let's get set. So, we've been working on the same type of press for a while, so I think we should be able to handle it. But again, it's the moments that the girls are in. Sometimes we want to go too fast, and that's when we make a bad pass or dribble into a trap. So we got to play, poised and make sure that we run our stuff on offense. But again, same thing defense. They're going to push it up. They're going to run right into the post. So we cannot let girls catch it where they want to catch it. And, we might have to double in the post. We might have to run zones. So it's going to be, I think, just mixing and matching against substitutions, who's on the floor, and find out what's working for us.
Matt, best wishes to you and the Alexandria Lady Cards today. We appreciate the time, and have a great game.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
There is Matt Helsher, the head coach of the Alexandria Girls basketball team. Our special guest is part of our Alameda Health Coaches comments during our pregame show.
And we are coming your way from Alexandria Area High School's Pollock Court, leading you up to varsity girls basketball, which should be coming your way in about 15 minutes. Alexandria at 11-4 on the year, facing Elk River, which is presently at 12-2. The Elks do play in the Northwest Suburban Conference, which is a rather large conference. I believe they actually have a couple of different divisions within the Northwest Suburban. Some of the schools that are included in the Northwest Suburban Conference include Coon Rapids, Anoka, Osseo, Blaine, Park Center, Robbinsdale, Armstrong. Spring Lake Park is in that conference. I believe Totino Grace also is a member of the Northwest Suburban Conference. It's a conference that has kind of evolved over the course of the last couple of decades. Back in the dinosaur age, when I was a student athlete I was only a student, never an athlete, but a student down in the Twin Cities. It was known as the North Suburban, and you had Anoka, Blaine, and Coon Rapids in that conference. Russ Henricks, if you really want to go back into historical perspective, in your formative years when you were a youth, I don't know if you were in Alexandria as an elementary school student, but when the Central Lakes Conference formed, I believe back around 1977, Elk River was actually a charter member of the CLC.
Yeah, absolutely. Elk River, I think Cambridge too. I think Cambridge was a member of the conference. And so, yeah, it's really grown and expanded. I don't want to call us the high school version of the Big Ten, but I mean, the Big Ten has 18 teams. That's more than 10 last time I counted. So our conference continues to grow, and part of that is the high school league is working. They've come up with some rules and some standards for what to do if a team, doesn't have a conference, applies to get in your conference. We've seen that with DL and Bemidji, and ultimately I think that's good. I think that's good for those teams to have some opponents. One of the things you look at on the boys' side, Moorhead is in our section, but they're playing like 11, 12 games against North Dakota schools, and I'm not sure how we go about trying to, compare schedules but that's for another day. But I think, it's exciting when you make this move. It's something new, right? Instead of playing those same teams you've always played, and honestly, I think if we're being honest, some of those teams right now in 3A are really struggling just from a competitive standpoint. So, this has the makings of being a great game. I'm glad the Cardinals get this game on a Saturday at home, and just listening to Coach Helsher again, I have no doubt that they're going to have a plan and they're going to be prepared for whatever Elk River is going to throw at them today.
Yeah, no doubt. Elk River, again, 12-2 on the year. Only 2 defeats have come to Maple Grove. That was a common opponent for Alexandria. Maple Grove and Alec played each other right before Christmas, and the Crimson won that by about 20 points or so. Elk River was defeated by Maple Grove by 14 points, and Maple Grove is a state-ranked team in Class 4A, just like Elk River is. And Delano was the other team to defeat Elk River. Alexandria's 4 losses, none of them to slouches whatsoever. Maple Grove, Minnetonka, New Ulm, and Brainerd. And keep in mind, Brainerd's the defending Class 4A Section 8 champion, and the Warriors proved to be real tough on their home floor. But Russ, as you pointed out, the Warriors make the return trip to Alexandria, and that will be our one of our girls basketball broadcasts later on in the winter. And really, I think not only is that going to be, for jockeying in Section 8 of Class 4A, but, Brainerd could very well come into that game leading the Central Lakes Conference. Alexandria is chasing Brainerd. I think Fergus Falls is chasing Brainerd. And don't sleep on a team like the Wilmer Cardinals either.
Absolutely, and just from listening to, Coach Helsher and from your pregame interviews, I get the sense that, that there's some things that they wish they could have done different or executed better is probably the way to put it against Brainerd. And so I'm sure that they'll be ready to go and kind of execute the game plan in a better manner, I think, just listening to Coach Helsher from our last broadcast on Thursday. So, there's a lot of exciting games left throughout the season here. The Benilde game, Benilde is one of the top teams in 3A, and the Cardinals have played, Benilde St. Margaret each of the last 3 years, whether that be in the regular season or in the state tournament even. So, and then you got Becker at the end of the year, and Becker obviously has been a power in 3A basketball as well. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting, and there's a lot of good basketball left, and it's darn cold outside. So if you're sitting at home, just as I said last night, put a cup of coffee on and get a blanket and listen to us and watch today, and some good girls basketball.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. And again, we are approaching game time, still about 10 minutes away with Alexandria facing Elk River. This is one of 2 competitions going on today. The Alexandria boys swimmers and divers are up in the Brainerd Lakes area today, as the Warriors are hosting the True Team Section 8AA Championship event. And this is the first year that Alexandria has been in Section 8AA in many, many years. Previously, the boys swimming and diving team would compete in Class A Section 5 for a True Team, but this year Alexandria is in Section 8AA. We will share some Alexandria boys swimming and diving info with you during our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Report programs on Monday here on a KXRA. The Alexandria boys basketball team is off today. The Cardinals wrapped up a successful week with 3 straight conference games, and all were victories here at Alexandria Area High School. Now, this week, Russ, I understand that the Cardinal boys basketball players will be warming up the bus for some travels across Minnesota.
Absolutely. Monday, we go down to, there's an MLK Classic down at St. Paul Johnson against Nicolet, a school from Wisconsin who's kind of in the Milwaukee area, and they played Wayzata, obviously one of the top teams in 4A basketball, and played them tough. I think lost by 5, as Coach Witt said last night. They have some good size, so that'll be exciting. And then it's a trip to Wilmer. We get to see them for the first time on Thursday, and then it's a trip up to Bemidji on, I should say Wilmer Tuesday, Bemidji on Thursday. So, yeah, hopefully the weather cooperates, and I know Monday sounds like it's going to be really cold, but yeah, it'll be good. Go on the road a little bit, be some road warriors, and for 3 games, and Cardinals are playing good basketball, so I'm excited to see some more good basketball next week.
Very good. Our broadcast schedule will not be quite as hectic next week. We've got Tuesday, Friday. Tuesday we'll have boys hockey with Alexandria at St. Cloud, and then Russ and I will team up at the Big Red Gym at Wilmer High School next Friday for an early start. Wilmer versus Alexandria girls basketball. Wilmer's actually having a basketball doubleheader that night, so the ladies' game between the Cardinals and the Cardinals is at 6. Wilmer's boys basketball team will face St. Cloud Apollo at approximately 7:45. So we'll have the early game there, 5:30 for the pregame, and the game time set for 6 on Friday evening.
So I get 4 road trips next week.
Yes,
that'll be exciting.
Right. Including 2 to
yeah,
Wilmer.
Exactly.
So But we do thank Juettner Motors for bringing you our pregame show. We're going to take a time out to enjoy a few words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage. Then we're back to introduce the lineups. We'll have the national anthem and play-by-play of Cardinal girls basketball, Alexandria versus Elk River. Right now, these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
I'm glad you mentioned that 6 o'clock. I got to make sure I write that down.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria. Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Reconnecting with our live video coming up in just a moment. We do thank Integrity Title of Alexandria for bringing you our live video stream of Alexandria Cardinal sports play-by-play all throughout the 2025-26 school year. Alexandria comes into today's game at 11-4 on the year. Elk River, by comparison, is 12-2. This is the only meeting of the year between the teams before the Class 4A Section 8 tournament begins in late February. Just a programming note before we get deeper into our basketball coverage. Radio Swap Shop show is being preempted today. I know we might still be getting a few phone calls back at the radio station, but Tom is fielding those off the air, but you'll be able to contribute on the air with Swap Shop next Monday at 1:05, and we'll have the full schedule of Swap Shop programs Monday through Saturday next week from 1:05 until approximately 1:50. We will have the introduction of the starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. We also will have the keys to the game, a feature brought to you by Alexandria Motors, and we'll also include the introduction of the starting lineups. All straight ahead. Carlson Music Center is the presenting sponsor of our national anthem during our play-by-play broadcasts all throughout the 2025-26 school year. For any and all of your music needs, including the scheduling of voice lessons for your student, you can go online and schedule those voice appointments and have your other music questions worked on by visiting the Carlson Music Center website, carlsonmusiccenter.com. carlsonmusiccenter.com. We extend our appreciation to Carlson Music Center for being the presenting sponsor of our national anthem prior to varsity sports play-by-play on our latent media platforms all throughout the 2025-26 school year. Again, good crowd on hand today. Fans continue to file in, and we are going to have the presentation of the national anthem after our public address announcer, Tim Ernest, has a few announcements for the fans in attendance here today. Alexandria again 11-4. That includes a 7-1 mark in the Central Lakes Conference. Elk River 5-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and the overall record for the Elks is at 12-2. Again, we extend our appreciation to Carlson Music Center for being the presenting sponsor of the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem. And as we're about to turn it over to the arena sound here, we will slip our headset mics off, and then we will let you enjoy the anthem. And if you're watching on YouTube, that will include a little image of the American flag as well. So nice that Tim Ernest recognizing the three officials working today's game, and the officiating crew gets a nice round of applause. So now, our national anthem. Again, a big thank you to Carlson Music Center for the presentation of the national anthem prior to the varsity girls basketball game today between Alexandria and Elk River. The introduction of the lineups being presented to you today by Alameda Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Elk River Elks, head coach Ryan Monahan will have this lineup on the floor. It will include junior guard Ava Klein, senior guard Elsie Osmo, and then a very athletic front line, which includes sophomore forward Kaylee Hansen. It also includes senior forward Joanna Tulso, and then sophomore forward Izzy Johnson. Again, Elk River 12-2 on the year with a Northwest Suburban Conference mark of 5-0. Matt Helscher will have this Alexandria lineup on the floor, again brought to you on our late media platforms by Alameda Health. Riley Byer will be in the backcourt for the Alexandria Cardinals, a 5'5 freshman. She'll be joined in the backcourt by junior McKinley Helscher at 5 feet 7 inches tall. 5'7 junior Abby Eving will get the start this afternoon. And then up front, a couple of seniors. Kate Hennessy at 5'11, a forward, and then another forward slash center, Scotland Brown, a 6-foot senior. Alexandria 7-1 in the Central Lakes Conference. That translates to an overall record of 11-4 once you include the non-conference schedule. As you're watching on YouTube today, Elk River will be wearing the light jersey colored tops, white jerseys, white shorts with the red numerals and trim. Alexandria's school colors are red and black. The Lady Cards will be wearing the Black jerseys and black shorts. Cream-colored numerals with the red outline and the red or silver trim to go along with the black jerseys and shorts. Alexandria will defend the basket to our right in the first half of play, so the Cardinal girls basketball team will flow right to left. Keys to the game being brought to you by Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. For the Elk River Elks, head coach Ryan Monahan would like to see his team continue to work through its offensive sets. He seems to feel that when his team is performing well, the assist number tends to be high. That means a lot of unselfish play. He would like to get this into a little more of an up-tempo, try to push the ball and obviously locate where Alexandria's shooters happen to be. The dilemma there is that the Alexandria girls basketball team does not rely on just one scorer. They've got a lot of people that average right around 10 points a game. And then obviously for Alexandria, note that Elk River might try to push the tempo, but don't turn the ball over against Elk River's different presses and then get the great shots as opposed to settling for the good shots. The ball gets tossed in the air and Elk River has the first possession of the afternoon. Right side handling the basketball is Ava Klein. Now it goes into the corner to Kaylee Hansen. Then back out. Now it's going to be Tulso, and then outside it's going to be a three-point shot that gets knocked down, and the first basket of the game is scored by Elsie Osmo, and it's 3-0 for Elk River.
Yeah, you can see that Elk River's doing a nice job of trying to share the basketball, and they came out right away there in their full court trap defense. Cardinals did a nice job of breaking that.
Now Alexandria with the ball, still about 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Evink gets it to Hennessy down inside to Scotty Brown. And Brown, as she was going up for the shot, got fouled on the arms, so she'll have the opportunity to shoot free throws. And Russ, in a game like this, and in my mind, when you have good matchups against comparable teams, you want to try to get to the free throw line and then bury your free throws when you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about trying to take advantage of matchups and seeing where you can maybe exploit another team's weakness or use one of your strengths. And so certainly being able to make free throws and stuff like that is going to be important.
First free throw does not go for Scotty Brown, and then she makes the second to get Alexandria on the board. It is a 3-1 Elk River lead. The Elks advancing left to right in this first half of play from our perspective. Henson with the ball, then she tried to get it inside. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Johnson. Shot doesn't go, and then the ball got tapped, I believe, by Osmo to Izzy Johnson. And the sophomore goes up, leaning in the lane, and she got fouled. And we'll have a foul on Kate Hennessy. So, Russ, I think it's, something that we need to pay attention to, especially because Elk River possesses some size. What are the foul situations like for Kate Hennessy and Scotland Brown?
Absolutely, and key is going to be just keeping them off the boards. And when you give up those second chance opportunities, you kind of create a scramble situation, which can lead to some fouls.
Both free throws made by Izzy Johnson. Alexandria does a nice job on the press break. Now Abby Evink has it. She'll take it to the rack, and her shot got swatted out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where I'd love to see Kate just turn and go. When we break that first initial press, or that trapping, we can kind of get an advantage with numbers there and just kind of take advantage of it and go right to the hoop.
Riley Byer gets the ball in to Scotland Brown, then to Hennessy, now back out. McKinley Helsher has it near the top of the key. 5-1 Elk River in front. We're early on in this game, about 90 seconds in, and now Scotland Brown has some issues handling the ball, and it's going to result in a turnover for Alexandria. And then the Elks try the transition and turn it right back over. So Cardinals get the basketball, but now Elk River can set up in its full court press. It looks to be a 2-2-1 zone press here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where, again, if we can break that initial 2-2-1, we'll have numbers on the other side, which can lead to either a layup or a wide open three.
Now here's Riley Byer shooting the triple, and she knocks it down.
Yeah, nice calm approach there by the Cardinals, just passing it back and forth. You can see just from the initial here, first few minutes, they've practiced against this. They know where the ball should go. Nice job by Riley. Knocked down that three.
Tulso tried to go inside, and the pass gets picked off by McKinley Helsher. Outlet ahead, nice drop off to Kate Hennessy, and Hennessy scores. Alexandria takes the lead for the first time today. It is 6-5 for the Lady Cards.
Yeah, good finish there by Kate, and a nice job by McKinley just to press, push the ball. Nobody really stopped the ball, and she was able to go down the court and find Kate for the layup.
Now looking to drive is Osmo down along the right block, and Elsie Osmo scores. She now has 5 points today, and the Elks take the lead back. It is 7-6. Now the Cardinals with the basketball. McKinley Helsher directing traffic out top. She'll pass to Brown. Now it goes over to Byer on the right wing. Now to Helsher. Her straight on three is off the heel of the rim. Rebound goes to Joanna Tulso for the Elk River Elks. Elk River with the basketball. Here's a bounce pass, good drop off there, but the shot not finished. It's an offensive rebound, and then a outside shot by Izzy Johnson doesn't go, and the rebound to the Cardinals, McKinley Helsher. Now she'll bring it into the front court, and we'll have a pass intercepted. Tulso taking it the other way, and then she had it stripped out of her possession by Riley Byer. I think initially, Riley Byer may have thought that she bounced or got the strip and then knocked it off of Elk River, but the Elks will keep the basketball here.
Yeah, great hustle play there by Riley to get back, and I think today is one of those days where we're going to have to be sure of our passes. We're going to have to make sure that they're crisp and that they're going where they want to go. At Elk River, you can see, they're a more athletic team than Bemidji was on Thursday.
Yeah, Ava Klein missed on a three-point shot. Now we have a pass by Helsher intercepted. Driving the other way, layup no good. And then Tulso's offensive rebound, her follow-up shot got blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Elk River will keep the basketball. The Elks lead 7-6. We've played almost 4 minutes here in this opening half. Dave McClurg, Russ Henricks with the play-by-play. JP Bolin, our videographer today. Right side, Hansen will drive into the lane. Shot goes up too strong. Rebound controlled by Helsher for Alexandria. She'll bring it into the front court. Now the pass comes to Riley Byer on the right side. Scotty Brown looks to set a screen. Riley Byer attacks. Shot is up and in. Good dribble penetration from the right wing there by Riley Byer, and she scores. Alexandria takes an 8-7 lead.
Yeah, nice job there by Riley. We came to set the high ball screen, and she just rejected the screen and went right to the hoop. And Elk River's switching on some of our screening action, so that should be there.
Now Ava Klein drives as she gets behind a screen, but her shot doesn't go. Helsher with the rebound for Alexandria. Cardinals lead by 1. Helsher leans in. Shot doesn't go. Scramble for the loose ball. Still on the floor. Finally controlled by Elk River's Ava Klein. So the Elks look to get the lead back as we're approaching 5 minutes. Time elapsed in today's game. Right side handling it now is Tulso. Then it goes to the left side. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Kate Hennessy. Elk River turns the ball over for the third time.
Yeah, some good half-court defense there by the Cardinals, working hard, working around their screens. Elk River does a nice job of moving the basketball.
Here's Brown getting it off to Riley Byer, and she sinks another three. Byer is now 2 for 2 beyond the arc, and Alexandria grows the lead to 4. It's 11-7. Elk River's Joanna Tulso handles out top. She'll pass to the left side to Elsie Osmo. Now to Izzy Johnson. Then back, I believe it's going to be Osmo in the corner. Or I'm sorry, Carly Hansen did not connect on the three. And McKinley Helsher will get the basketball into the front court. Handing off now to Riley Byer. Byer, a couple of dribbles, then Helsher has it. Helsher trying to avoid a little bit of a trap. Now it goes to Kate Hennessy, and she sinks the three-pointer on the right side. Alexandria has started 3 of 4 beyond the arc, and that is pronged Alexandria into a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, that's 3 straight nights here, whether it's the girls, the boys, the girls, just our ability to shoot from 3 is really impressive, and there's another turnover by Elk River. The Cardinals are off to a great shooting start here from behind the arc.
Yep, and now Elk River will make a substitution, and I think Coach Monahan wants a timeout. We'll tell you about that substitution after we take a break, which will be 1 minute in length. 60-second timeout, a little more than 6 minutes into the opening half. Your numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard have Alexandria leading Elk River 14-7.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
As we come back to the action at Alexandria Area High School, the Alexandria Cardinals lead 14-7. Let's see if Elk River will change up on defense. Scotty Brown gets the ball down to Kate Hennessy on the right block. Now it comes off to Riley Byer, then into the corner for Hope Stark. Stark a substitution in. Also, I believe that's the one substitution. Elk River did make a player change, and I forgot to note it.
I think it was 45, I think.
Yes, Matisse Hahn is.
Yep.
Thank you for that, Russ.
You bet.
So now on the right side, Riley Byers' three got partially blocked, and Elk River really had a solid half-court defensive stand there. And now the Elks have it back, trailing by 7 with almost 7 minutes gone in the opening half. Joanna Tulso has it out top. She'll pass to Ava Klein. Now it goes inside, and Hahn got fouled as she was looking to put up the shot. Matisse Hahn will go to the line for free throws, and it's going to be Scotty Brown picking up her first foul today.
Yeah, again, I think, I know that Coach Helsher said they had some, athletic post players, and we're going to have to do a good job. Part of it is just before they ever get the ball, where we're positioning ourselves and not letting them get that deep, as we talked on Thursday, and when we played Bemidji. And I think down here on offense, like I said, Elk River's switching a lot of screens, and I think there's some opportunities there for us if we slip those screens and cut to the basket. And so we'll see here if we can execute some of that as she misses both of those free throws.
Yes, Matisse Hahn had the first one come off the rim, and then the second one did not make the rim. So possession back to Alexandria. Elk River does not show any pressure in the backcourt. Here's Riley Byer getting the ball to Brown, inside to Kate Hennessy. She's double teamed, and that forces the travel, and that will be an Alexandria turnover, third on the afternoon.
And there it was, right? So Kate did a nice job of slipping, and if that pass, is just a hair second quicker, or Kate just gets it and goes right up with it, I think that'll be here, because they're showing pretty significantly on those screens to take away our outside game.
Tulsa will take the straight on three. That is off. Hope Stark with the defensive rebound. Now she put it on the floor. Dishes off to Riley Byer. And Alexandria looking to push, but now Elk River gets back on defense. Here is Riley Byer. She has got 8 points today. Pass to Hennessy, now down to Scotty Brown. Put it up too strong, but Helsher with the rebound. Now the reset. Hennessy for the three. That is off the rim, and the rebound to Elsie Osmo for Elk River. Now ahead, a three-point shot is good. That will be Kaylee Hansen making the triple. Russ, that almost looked like a 5-point swing there.
Yeah, absolutely, and there it was again. I think that'll continue to be there. And they're going to have to show on those screens, and we just have to execute there and finish down low.
14-10, Alexandria's lead is 4. Byer left side, knocks down another three-pointer. 17-10 the score, and Coach Matt Helsher wants a short timeout, so we will take a 30-second break of our own. 9:42 remains in the half. Let's update the numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in girls basketball. Alexandria leads Elk River 17-10.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game.
If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Elk River spots up for a three-pointer after the Alexandria timeout, and Elsie Osmo is now 2 for 2 beyond the arc. She's got 8 points today, and Alexandria's lead is 4. The Lady Cards have led by as many as 7. Elk River is led by as many as 3. Skip pass, here is Hennessy getting it on the left block. She gets cut off. Now Hope Stark has the basketball. It comes further out. Now the ball reversed. Lauren Byer now into the game for Alexandria. And here's Hennessy looking to attack the basket, and she got fouled. The foul will occur on the floor. I believe it's going to be Kaylee Hansen picking up the Elk River foul.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, again, as Klein comes back in there, I think, for us it's going to be that first open look. Let's take it. I think we had a couple opportunities there where we had some open looks, and let's not hesitate. And there's another one right there.
Yep, McKinley Helsher for a triple, but that is going to go off. High bounce on the rim, and then it took a bounce on the top of the backboard, so possession goes back to the Elks.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's the right shot. That's a good open look there for McKinley. She'll knock that down, and because I think sometimes, some of those other ones might be harder to get today.
Elk River with the ball. Again, the Elks with the light colored jerseys. If you're watching on YouTube today, turnaround shot no good, and a nice box out there by Lauren Byer. And then a couple of taller Elk River players battling for the offensive rebound, and one of them gets called for the foul. It'll be Izzy Johnson.
Yeah, and that was a really good rebound there by Lauren. I thought she did a good job of positioning. That was all about positioning and making sure that she was in the right spot. Sometimes you don't have to out-jump them. You can just box them out. As Riley takes a break here now, so we'll see. Typically if she goes out of the game, she does a lot of our ball handling, so let's make sure we protect the football. Do a good job with the basketball.
Yeah, here's McKinley Helsher working up the baseline. Shot no good. Hope Stark underneath gets the rebound. Dribbles it back out as the shot clock resets. It's going down. Now about 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's Helsher, a little up and under. Shot no good. Boy, McKinley was kind of contorting as she was attacking the basket there, trying to draw the contact. Mission successful as Izzy Johnson commits the foul. That will be her second, and Helsher will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think if she knocks the first one down, I think that's where it's going to have to be. So if Riley's not in there, let's try to get the ball in McKinley's hands and let her do the work a little bit and see if she can find her way to the basket.
18-13, Alexandria in front. Second free throw is good. Cardinals have started 3 for 4 from the line. The Elk River Elks 2 for 4 from the line. 19-13 for Alexandria. Matisse Hahn has the ball out top, then it goes inside, and Joanna Tulso spins in the lane, puts her shot off the window and in. Tulso with her first basket of the game, and it's 19-15. Now here is McKinley Helsher getting the basketball to Hope Stark. Now it goes to Abby Evink in the corner to Hennessy. Hennessy into the lane, got bumped, and a foul is called, and this should put Kate Hennessy on the line for a couple of free throws. I think it's going to be Matisse Hahn picking up the foul.
Yeah, and that's correct, and Kate was aggressive there, aggressive to the hoop and drawing contact and getting to the line.
Free throw number 1, in and out, no good. Hennessy with 5 points on a couple of baskets, including a triple today. Alexandria's lead is still 4 at 19-15. Second free throw, good all the way. Now we'll have a substitution as Scotland Brown will re-enter. Kate Hennessy goes down, and it wouldn't surprise me, especially if Alexandria continues to be in front or, within, the margin here, if Matt Helsher massages the minutes for Scotty Brown and Kate Hennessy to make sure that the fouls don't pick up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've done a good job so far here. We're only with 2 fouls here through the first half or so of the first half. And so let's see here. The Cardinals have done a nice job. I think let's try to, contain Ostmo. She's a good player, and maybe make somebody else have to make a shot here.
Yeah, here is Elsie Osmo handling the basket. She'll spot up for a 3, and that bounces off. Rebound to Lauren Byer for Alexandria. Now she'll bring it into the front court. It's Lauren Byer, that is. McKinley Helsher, Hope Stark, Abby Evink, and Scotty Brown for Alexandria. Helsher tried to get a pass to Brown. It's intercepted. Elk River running transition. Shot doesn't go. Sienna Thomas checked in at a previous timeout for Elk River, and she was the one that got pushed in the back looking to attack the basket. So Thomas will shoot 2 after the Hope Stark foul.
Yeah, I think one of the things you noticed there in that last possession where we turned it over is our ball screen is trending higher on the floor, and we want to try to make that more down by the three-point line, because as they push us out a little bit, it kind of creates a more difficult pass, which can lead to a turnover. So, let's try to get our offense started a little bit deeper as Thomas knocks down the first free throw there.
Yep, so it's 20-16 in favor of Alexandria. Now we'll have Ellie Hummelvig coming into the game for the first time as Hope Stark checks out. I believe Kaylee Hansen re-enters for Elk River.
And Riley Byers back in there for the Cardinals as well.
Yep, second free throw miss. Scotty Brown with the rebound. Alexandria by 4 with under 7 minutes to go first half. 20-16 for the Cardinals. Lauren Byer dishes to Abby Evink. Beyond the arc, now into Brown, then back out. Riley Byer has it. Now Sienna Thomas guarding her. Shot clock down at about 12 seconds. Now here's Hummelvig looking to attack, and she had the ball stripped away. Turnover on Alexandria. Now Elk River coming back the other way. Now it's going to be Ava Klein dishing off. Loose ball on the court, and it's still loose on the floor. Picked up. Hansen will then pass to the right side, but it's a little bit wide to Sienna Thomas. Almost like we had that broken floor situation, Russ, and it's like everybody was kind of rushing to try to find something there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good job there by Ellie to get down and try to, create a jump ball their situation. But, just being scrappy. This is one of those days where two good basketball teams, you never know the little play that's going to make the difference.
Alexandria with the ball going right to left in this first half. 20-16 Cardinals. Here's a jumper by Riley Byer working up the baseline, and it went off the side rim. And then in the battle for the rebound, Riley Byer gets called for a foul.
Yeah, it was a really good back cut there and fine there. Unfortunately, Riley was just a little bit off. But, again here, I think 5.5 minutes to go here. And defensively, it's a 4-point game, right? I think it's going to go back and forth here.
Here is Thomas shooting the triple, and that will be off and out of bounds back to Alexandria. Boy, Russ, I've heard a lot of good things about people such as Joanna Tulso, but the Elks really have got a lot of kids that can shoot from different spots on the floor. They're a tough team to try to defend because they do have a lot of good scorers.
Yeah, absolutely. They're well balanced, and you can see they're an athletic team. They move well when they don't have the basketball and understand, space and all that kind of stuff. And so as we got another backdoor look there, but offensively we've kind of gone stagnant here the last few minutes and have some turnovers. There's another one.
Yep, 6 turnovers now today for Alexandria, and Elk River will try to draw to within 2 or 1. Here's a 3-point shot, and that is off to the side. And the rebound for Abby Evink for Alexandria. Now a 3 at the other end. Riley Byer cannot connect. Kaylee Henson with a defensive rebound on the weak side. 20-16, Alexandria in front. Seems to me Elk River has really tightened some things up on defense to get the game going their way, but now the Elk River offense turns it over. Kate Hennessy into the lane. Her short jumper rimmed out, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Elk River. Boy, I think Kate's shot was about halfway down, and then it spun out.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it has gone a little bit back and forth here, kind of a dry spell. Both teams playing good defense, missing some shots, and so see if we can get a good possession here, open look maybe.
Here's Helsher up the baseline, feeding across to Brown, now to Evink, then out top. Cardinals reverse it to the right side, down to 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. McKinley Helsher has it out beyond the arc, and then it's going to be stripped, but it's last touch by Elk River. Alexandria has just 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Now, I'm sure they'll have some sort of inbounds play here. Going to have to get up quick.
Kate Hennessy will trigger it into Scotty Brown, off to Helsher, shot over the rim. So the Cardinals unable to convert. Elsie Osmo with the defensive rebound off to Tulso. That's no good. Her shot rimmed out. Ella Tobin with the offensive rebound. Now we have a foul called on Alexandria.
Going to call that one on Abby, I think, here.
No, it looks like Kate Hennessy
geez.
got the personal,
man.
so now she has her second foul, and Coach Matt Helscher will bring Hope Stark back in as Hennessy will sit down. Abby Evink checks out, and I think we've got both of the Byer sisters now in. And on the inbound shot, no good. I think it was Ava Klein on the recipient of that pass, and she got fouled. And it's going to be Lauren Byer picking up this personal. Klein will have the chance to earn 2 from the stripe with 4:03 to go in the half. And Alexandria leading by 4. Free throw number 1 is off the heel of the rim, no good. Cardinals 20, the Elk River Elks 16. Dave McClurg, Russ Henricks, videographer J.P. Boleen. And Alexandria Area High School bringing you girls basketball play-by-play. 0 for 2 from the line is Tobin as Scotty Brown got the defensive rebound. So Alexandria able to get a stop, but the Cardinals have been stuck on 20 for a number of possessions, and they'll be stuck on 20 again as Alexandria turns it over. Now into the front court, it's Klein out top. She'll pass it to the left side for Hansen. Then a skip pass over to the right side for Ella Tobin. Elk River down by 4. It seems like we're kind of in traction with the score right now of 20-16. Once we do have some points, I think we're going to get a lot of points going both ways. Now a back in. Here's Tulso's shot, blocked by Brown, and Hope Stark has the defensive rebound.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell whether it's good defense or bad offense, and I think that possession was good defense for the Cardinals.
And now Lauren Byer can't connect on a 3 as Osmo gets the defensive rebound, and now a near save there, and Elk River has it. Right side triple doesn't go, and then the rebound for McKinley Helscher after the Hansen miss. Now up ahead, Stark gets it to Helscher into a double team, and she gets called for traveling.
Yeah, you know, it's like the water has been turned off. It was running there for a while for both of these teams offensively, and neither team can find a bucket. And you're right, it feels like we've been stuck on this exact score here for a while. And so last 3 minutes here, you know, the fouls have kind of added up for the Cardinals, and so Elk River's running their offense, you know, some high post ball screen action there and trying to dump it down into the post.
Here's Klein looking to attack the basket, and the shot danced off the rim. Outstanding rebound there for Lauren Byer for Alexandria. So we remain at a standoff, 20-16. And now a missed three-point shot by McKinley Helscher with the Elks getting a defensive rebound. I keep usually scores on 3-minute intervals here, you know, as we go through the first half. At the midpoint of the half, Alexandria led 17-13, and now we have 2:15 to go in the half. Each team has scored 3 points since the midpoint of the first half.
Yeah, and unfortunately there, Lauren picks up her second foul, and the one thing we don't want to do is now Elk River's in the bonus, and sometimes when it's really hard to score, the last thing you want to do is give a team a chance to get to the free throw line and see the ball go through the bucket. And she knocks it down there.
Yep, Kaylee Hansen makes the first free throw after Lauren Byer draws her second foul. So the Elks now trail by 3 at 20-17. Second free throw off the rim, scramble for the board. Nice back tap there by Matisse Hahn to keep the ball alive for Elk River. So another scoring opportunity for the Elks. It goes inside Joanna Tulso, then across, and Hahn will lay it in.
Yeah, that was good offense there. And unfortunately here, the other thing that's happened, we have a turnover there, is they've beaten us to some loose balls, which has not been the case most of the time, you know, this year for the Cardinals. So, you know, we get a little rushed here and there. Lauren's waiting for somebody, or I should say Riley's waiting for somebody to help her out, and Elk River now gets the ball back.
Yep, so the Elks can actually take the lead, and we get an inbound bounce pass intended for Elsie Osmo, deflected out by Alexandria. Elk River down by just 1 now at 21-19. The Elks trailed earlier in the half, 14-7. Now in the right corner, here is Carly Hansen, now getting it off to Matisse Hahn, further out to Ava Klein. Down to about 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Klein leans in. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up. Shot off the rim. Rebound to Abby Eving for Alexandria. Now Eving gets it ahead. Riley Byer will shoot Lauren Byer can't connect on the 3, and Elsie Osmo with the defensive rebound for Elk River. So again, with about 80 seconds to go in the half, the Elks can take the lead. Pass inside to Hahn, leaning off. Shot danced on the rim and fell off. Lauren Byer with the defensive rebound. 20 will not be enough to win the game for the Alexandria Cardinals. They hope that this is the possession that they get off the 20-point mark. Here is a runner, and that's no good on the attempt by Riley Byer. So Alexandria's offense really gasping right now as we go under a minute remaining in the half. Ava Klein with the basketball, and now we're going to have a foul on the Elk River Elks. I believe Matisse Hahn may get called for a moving screen here, so that will be a turnover on Elk River. Second foul for Hahn today.
Yeah, moving screen there at the top of the elbow there. But, yeah, I mean, this is a really important possession, I think, for the Cardinals. But see if we can get one here to go through before the half. Feel good about ourselves again. You know, the Cardinals played a really good start to the game, and now the well has just run dry.
Alexandria has gone almost 6 minutes without a point here. And Riley Byer changes that as her jumper is good. Maybe I needed to say the scoring drought earlier because we would have gotten off a 20, but 22-19, Alexandria now by 3. Elk River has the chance to play for the last shot of the half. And now we're going to have a tie-up, and that's going to give Alexandria the basketball, I believe, as the opening tap went to Elk River. So the Cardinals kind of able to steal a possession right before halftime. That allows Matt Helsher to bring in Lauren Byer with the 2 personal fouls. Kind of a situation substitution here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, last possession here, so you want to make sure you end the half with the ball. Probably run our high ball screen here.
Yep, Scotty Brown sets the screen. Now it goes to the right side. Here's Lauren Byer. Her shot doesn't go. Rebound to Tulso. Then up ahead, the buzzer beater is too strong by Sienna Thomas, and we reach halftime here at Alexandria Area High School. Started off well for the teams, but then defense really took over the final 9 minutes of the half. Alexandria leads in a low-scoring first half. It's the Lady Cards 22, the Elk River Elks 19. Be sure to stick around on our late media platforms. Following a break, we will have our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. But now, these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School and our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. A reminder that you are listening to it on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. We have the audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, and we appreciate you joining us as you watch today's game on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Russ Hendricks, I am Dave McClurg. And, Russ, really interesting game. I thought both teams were able to do some things offensively to start the game. It seemed like when Ryan Monahan, the head coach of Elk River, took the timeout about 7 minutes in, his team got a little more stingy on the defensive end. I think Alexandria would only score 8 points over the last 11 minutes of the first half. Somehow the Cardinals were able to maintain their advantage, due in part to rebounding the basketball and getting a few key takeaways of their own.
Absolutely. Sometimes when you see a low-scoring game, is it, like I said, in the first half, is it good offense, is it bad offense, I should say, or good defense? And I think it was a little bit of both. I think both teams are really playing hard defensively, the first thing. And, when you don't see a lot of makes, the ball go through the basket, it's hard to set your defense. You don't get a lot of transition sometimes. And so, I think for both teams, it's just a matter of settling down. Now, the feeling out process is over. We made 4 threes there in that first part of the first half and then never made another one. So certainly our ability to knock down some shots, we have done a good job on the boards. I agree. We've limited a lot of their second chance opportunities, which has allowed us to keep this lead.
Yeah, Alexandria fell behind early by 3, and then the Cardinals were able to catch up. Couple of lead changes in the first half. Alexandria led by as many as 7. Elk River was able to chip away, but the Elks got to within 1, and then a Riley Byer basket right before halftime gives Alexandria the 22-19 lead. Riley does lead everyone in scoring today, as she had 13 in the opening half. Kate Hennessy with 6, McKinley Helsher with 2, Scotty Brown with 1 for Alexandria. The leading scorer for the Elks is Elsie Osmo. She had a couple of 3-pointers and a 2-point basket for a first half total of 8. 4 for Carly Hansen. 3 points apiece for Joanna Tulso, Izzy Johnson, and Matisse Hahn. 1 on a free throw for Sienna Thomas. On the boards, Alexandria slight advantage, 21-18 over Elk River. McKinley Helsher in her guard position has 6 rebounds, and Lauren Byer in her guard position has 4 boards. Elsie Osmo with 5 rebounds for Elk River. 7 fouls in the half for Alexandria compared to 6 for Elk River. Both teams made 4 free throws. Notable here, Elk River attempted 10. Alexandria attempted 6. So percentage-wise, the Cardinals a little bit better off there. 3-point shooting, Elk River 3 of 12. Elsie Osmo with 2 triples and Kaylee Hansen with 1. Alexandria 4 of 11 beyond the arc, with Riley Byer knocking down 3 3-pointers and Kate Hennessy knocking down a triple as well. A sign that both teams are playing some pretty solid defense. They've been able to force some turnovers out of the opposition. Elk River with 8 turnovers on offense in the first half. Alexandria with 9. Again, we had 3 lead changes in the first half. No deadlocks, and Alexandria leads by 3 with the second half on the horizon. That is the mid-game report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. We're going to take a break on our late media platforms, and then we'll return to Polling Court at Alexandria Area High School for the second half of Cardinal Girls basketball after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors.
serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat. It's the right time for a getaway. It's the right time for a getaway. Let's get away.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
At Poland Court on the campus of Alexandria Area High School. A KXRA programming reminder for those of you tuning into our radio today. Minnesota Military Radio, hosted by Tom Lyons, is being preempted today. We will have that back on the air next Saturday afternoon at the regular time of 2:05 right here on a KXRA. If both teams go with their original starters, Elk River would have Ava Klein, Kaylee Hansen, Elsie Osmo, Joanna Tulso, and Izzy Johnson on the floor. Alexandria would have Riley Byer, McKinley Helsher, Abby Evink, Kate Hennessy, and Scotland Brown. And as Ryan Monahan brings his team on the floor, I believe he is exactly going with his original starting five. Elk River again 12-2 and getting the state recognition. Number 9 in the Class 4A girls basketball poll this week. Alexandria, I believe, going with the
same five. Yep.
Same 5 starters. So Elk River with the first possession of the half. Comes to the left side. Hansen's triple does not go. And Kate Hennessy gets the defensive rebound for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I feel like somebody in this game is going to go on a run, get some points here. And so we'll see if that, materializes. Hopefully it's the Cardinals and create a little distance separation.
Yeah, and Abby Evink tried to zip a pass down to Riley Byer along the right baseline. The pass was a little bit wide, and that forced Riley kind of to, get out of her spot, and she ends up planting a foot on the baseline, and that's a turnover. So now Elk River again can tie with a triple or get to within 1 with a basket. Out on the right side is Izzy Johnson for Elk River. She'll pass it over to Hansen. Then it goes inside to Tulso. Then across, the shot no good. Tulso dropping it off to Elsie Osmo, and Osmo got fouled. She'll have the opportunity to shoot 2 for the Elk River Elks. Scotty Brown will pick up the first foul of the half for Alexandria. She now has 2 total fouls today. Free throw number 1 is up and around and good. One more coming for the senior Elsie Osmo, who leads her team in scoring today with 9 points. 2-point Alexandria lead at the moment. And it's trimmed to 1 after Osmo makes the second free throw.
Yeah, critical possession, I think, here for the Cardinals, just to run some good offense. Let's get a shot up, and see if even if it doesn't go in, let's just run some offense, not turn the ball over, execute our halftime adjustment.
Yep, here's the teardrop by Riley Byer that does not go, and the defensive rebound for the Elk River Elks, Elsie Osmo. Now off to Hansen, and further out Ava Klein has it for Elk River out beyond the arc. Now gets behind the screen. She'll attack the basket. Shot up too strong. Then it's taken by Hansen across, and the shot doesn't go for Tulso. And then another shot doesn't go. Ball's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Alexandria. Oh, my goodness. Elk River, I think 4 different players had the chance to score on that possession.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities there, a lot of missed rebounds, so to speak, or we're going to have to figure out a way to limit there, because that we probably can't sustain long term if we're going to give them that many looks underneath.
So it's still an Alexandria lead. Kate Hennessy turnaround shot in the lane is too strong. Rebound. Oh, nice tap to Scotty Brown off to Riley Byer. Inside Hansen, shot blocked. Gets her own miss, and then she tried to pass out, and it's intercepted. So the Elks have the ball back, looking to take the lead. Here is Kaylee Henson with it on the right side to Ava Klein. Inside it goes to Tulso. She had the ball knocked away, and it's an Elk River turnover. Now Alexandria coming up the floor. 2 minutes into the second half, and the Cardinals have not scored a point. So really this is about 8.5 to 9 minutes where Alexandria has had just 2 points. And then that changes as Scotty Brown gets the high-low pass inside to Kate Hennessy, and Hennessy scores.
Yeah, good execution there, I thought, for the Cardinals. Scotty did a nice job there of finding Kate, and Kate was quick to the basket and didn't put the ball on the floor, and I think that was key.
And now Elk River will attack the basket, and the Elks draw foul number 3 out of Kate Hennessy. And that's going to put Elsie Osmo on the line, where she made a couple of freebies just a short time ago. Alexandria up by 3, almost 3 minutes into the second half.
Actually, they called that foul on Abby.
Yes,
so that
okay.
was her first.
Yeah, I appreciate that clarification, because I thought it was going to be Kate's third, but we'll strike that for the moment, and hopefully she'll stay on 2 for a while.
Yeah, that happens to me too all the time. They both have the 3s, and I look down there, and I think one of them is either a 4 or a 3, but
Elsie Osmo makes both free throws, so the Elks back to within 1. 24-23 Alexandria. Here's Riley Byer on the left wing. The 3 does not go, and the rebound is to Ava Klein. The Elks can take the lead for the first time in quite a while here. Out top, it's a straight-on 3, and that's off the heel of the rim, but there's Tulso with a rebound, and then it is going to be a turnover on Elk River, and the ball goes back to Alexandria.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to, see Coach Helsher here. He's going to make a substitution, as we're going to need to find a way to kind of shut off their offensive rebounding, which has really become an advantage for them, getting it up on the glass and getting those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, I think the Elks now 9 or 10 offensive rebounds today, and Alexandria trying to work on the inside, and the ball gets deflected out. Possession will belong to the Cardinals. Riley Byer triggers into Kate Hennessy, and the pass is behind her. It's loose on the floor. Now out, Evink will take the 3 and score. Oh my, Alexandria took advantage, kind of an ad-lib opportunity there, and Abby Evink scores her first points of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to write that one down just to kind of remember that. Kate did a nice job to be able to get on the floor and get that ball, and then find Abby, who knocked it down. I think that's a big moment in the game here.
Yeah, and now at the other end, another basket. This time I believe it's McKinley Helsher getting the bucket here, and I think if you're all right, let's make Abby Evink's triple there. We'll make that our Culver's play of the game if you're all right with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good call there, as that was a critical moment, which took a 1-point lead to a 4-point lead, and now unfortunately Kate here picks up that third foul.
Yep, so now we will officially have to mark it as a third foul for Kate Hennessy, and free throws for Elk River. First one is no good. And Joanna Tulso at the stripe here will get one more. Scotland Brown will re-enter as Kate Hennessy will check out. So Alexandria's lead is at 6 points, a little more than 4 minutes into the second half, and another missed free throw, but Hope Stark trying to corral the rebound at it, deflect off her hands, so Elk River is going to get a second shot opportunity here.
Yeah, I think as long as we don't foul Osmo, they're struggling from the line. They've missed a lot of free throws. She's 4 for 4, Osmo is, but I think that could be a key here down the stretch.
And now here is Matisse Hahn back into the game, and she got open at the free throw line and knocks down the shot. So the Alexandria lead is down to 4. Here's Riley Byer looking to attack, then it goes to the wing. And another 3 for Abby Eving. She is now 2 for 2 beyond the arc, dropping in a couple of timely triples, and I think Matt Helscher wants a full timeout to talk things over. So we're going to make it a 1-minute break. 13:34 remains in the second half. Alexandria has equaled its biggest lead of the game. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard has the Lady Cards leading Elk River 32-25.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Building.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Of our Alexandria Cardinals sports coverage, bringing you our play-by-play. It's a matinee of girls basketball. Alexandria hosting state-ranked Elk River, and right now the Lady Cards lead by 7. Elk River with the ball following the Alexandria timeout. It goes inside to Matisse Hahn, who puts the shot in and draws foul number 3 out of Scotty Brown. And that gets the Elks bench fired up as Hahn scores her 3rd basket. And I think Ryan Monahan is very well aware that those big people on the inside for Alexandria, their fouls are starting to stack up.
Yeah, and she's just getting in there too deep. We're just letting her get in there so tight and so deep. And she's a lefty too, so when she gets on that side of the block, that's a real easy layup for her. So we just have to make sure that we don't let her get that good a position before she ever gets the ball.
The and one three-point play is successful for Matisse Hahn, so Elk River back to within 4 points, and now Alexandria is going to turn it over. Pass goes a little bit wide at the other end. So Elk River with the basketball. On the court right now, Ava Klein along with Elsie Osmo, Joanna Toso, Matisse Hahn, and Kaylee Hansen. Here is Osmo getting it out to Klein, now to Henson on the right side, then it goes inside to Hahn. Bounce pass through the lane intended for Tulso, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds by Alexandria.
Now Lauren Byers going to check in, so that time they dumped the ball down inside to Hahn, and that player on the other side there by the elbow cut to the basket, and Kinley did a good job there to knock that away.
Izzy Johnson a substitution in as well, and now we're going to have a reach-in foul after the inbound. Hopefully this is on McKinley Helscher. Not that I want to wish her a foul, but better for Helscher to pick up a first foul than Scotty Brown to pick up a 4th.
Yeah, the fouls are adding up here. That's 5 fouls on the Cardinals here in this second half, and there's not any on Elk River, so that's going to be a problem.
Oh, a nice strip here. Matisse Hahn looking to go up, and it's taken away. Now Alexandria with the ball. Helscher has it over to Riley Byer, and then she tried to get it to Brown, and it's turned over. Now outlet ahead, and the layup is good on the drive by Kaylee Henson from the left side. And the Elks draw to within 2, and there's plenty of time to go, 12:18 to go. Now a pass across. Scotty Brown rings the bell on the assist from McKinley Helscher.
Nice job there by McKinley, getting in there, and then Brown making the layup.
Alexandria 34, Elk River 30. 6 minutes into this second half. Osmo in the corner gets it out now to Hansen, then around to the right side to Izzy Johnson. Back to Hansen, now to Johnson, then it goes inside. Scramble for the ball. Hahn has it, looks to feed across, and she shuffled her feet. That's going to turn the ball back over to Alexandria.
Yeah, nice job there again. Good defensive possession. Let's see if we can execute here now again on the offensive end.
Alexandria up by 4. The Cardinals have led for a good share of this game. Elk River's only leads were in the first 5 to 6 minutes of the contest. The Elks have gotten to within 1 on a few occasions, but have never been able to get the lead back from Alexandria. Pass gets deflected out, so the Lady Cards will trigger it in. Lauren Byer gets it into McKinley Helsher. Those two joined by Riley Byer, Scotty Brown, and Hope Stark. Stark now with the basketball right side. She put it on the floor, and it's going to be turned over. Now outlet ahead, Osmo attacks, shot too strong, follow-up no good, scramble for the ball, Hahn has it, out now, and a three-pointer is good. And Elk River continues to horse the offensive glass on Alexandria, and now a three-pointer answered by Riley Byer at the other end.
Yeah, you're exactly right, D-Mac. Great shot there by Riley, but again, you go back here this last 11 minutes here, it's going to be about how many chances or how many second chance opportunities we can, eliminate for Elk River. They're a good basketball team, and we give them a lot of second chance opportunities. They're going to make them.
Yep, and another offensive rebound following a miss. This one's going to be taken by Izzy Johnson. Then it goes inside, and this time it's going to be Joanna Tulso getting the basket. And Elk River's offensive rebound is definitely keeping the Elks very close to Alexandria. Here's Riley Byer off now to McKinley Helsher. She'll curl in, dump inside, the ball caroms back. Now Stark will take a three, and that is going to be off. Rebound to Elk River, and it's an outlet ahead. Here is Tulso feeding through. Loose ball, and the Cardinals get it back. Compounded by a foul on Elk River.
Yeah, good hustle there by Riley, and did a nice job there of getting back and eliminating their fast break opportunity as we just keep kind of holding them off here at the gate, so to speak. We've got that lead, and every time they have a chance to kind of take the lead or tie it, we manage to come up with a defensive stop.
Now can the Cardinals answer at the other end? Here's Stark getting the ball over to Lauren Byer. She curls into the lane and makes the short jumper for her first basket today. And Alexandria takes a 39-35 lead. Under 10 to go, second half. Now a give and go. Osmo dumps it in. Oh, a nice block by Hope Stark on the Hahn attempt, and then Stark got the rebound.
Yeah, nice job there by Hope. That's a big block and then a big rebound.
So Alexandria's Lauren Byer will work her way to the basket and put it off the window and in. And back-to-back baskets by the senior Byer. Now have Alexandria up by 6. Elk River will look to convert on the other end. Izzy Johnson gets it over to Elsie Osmo on the right side. Now a bounce pass in to Tulso, over to Kaylee Henson. Now to Osmo. About to go under 9 minutes remaining second half. Pass goes across. Now right side, the three by Osmo. Oh, she kissed the glass, and the shot goes in, and a timeout is going to be called here by Ryan Monahan, the head coach of Elk River. This is going to be a full timeout, so we will make it a 1 minute break of our own. We've just reached the midpoint of the second half, and this one's tight in girls basketball. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's Alexandria 41, Elk River 38.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria. Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Back at Alexandria Area High School, the Cardinal girls basketball team at 11-4 leads 12-2 Elk River by 3 points. Elk River called a timeout after a made 3-point basket by Elsie Osmo. Now the Cardinals working with it. Kate Hennessy tried to feed inside. It's too wide for Abby Evink and out of bounds. And Alexandria gives the ball up for the 15th time today. Elk River by comparison with 12 turnovers. The Elks have it trailing 41-38. Here's Kaylee Hansen getting it down to the left baseline. 2-point shot by Osmo, no good. And Riley Byer with the defensive rebound.
Yeah, we did a much better job there that time on defense of finding a body once the shot went up. And, you know, a lot of times we've gotten caught watching here in the second half, but that was a nice job there, boxing out and Riley with the rebound.
Here's McKinley Helsher getting the ball to Abby Evink. Back in, now it's Riley Byer. And her pass tipped and intercepted as she got doubled. Now a drive to the basket, and Elsie Osmo got fouled. 2 free throws will be coming as we have 8 minutes to go in regulation time. Riley Byer will pick up the foul. That is her second. So interesting, Ryan Monahan, after that last stoppage, he really intensified the defensive pressure against Riley Byer.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, as our offense gets driven further out, as Osmo misses one there, as our offense gets driven further out from the basket, we just got to almost turn that corner before we try to, you know, find that next pass. And so Coach Helsher was over there, I'm sure, talking to Riley about, you know, just trying to get that offense started. She missed them both.
Oh, my goodness. Kate Hennessy gets the rebound. So Alexandria forces Elk River to go empty on that trip because of the 2 missed free throws. The Cardinals still with a 3-point lead in the ball. Lauren Byer will get the pass to McKinley Helsher. Her left side 3 doesn't go. And the rebound to Joanna Tulso for Elk River. Only 1 basket for McKinley Helsher today. She normally averages in double figures. Here's a shot too strong on the attempt here by Sienna Thomas back in. Now Lauren Byer looking to attack, and the ball got loose on the floor, and the Cardinals give it up without getting a shot. 41-38, Alexandria by 3 as we're about to move under 7 minutes remaining. Here is Ava Klein dishing to Elsie Osmo to Klein, then around to Sienna Thomas. To Klein, now to Thomas, skip pass to Osmo. Alexandria showing some zone. Bounce pass now goes to Izzy Johnson. She'll attack, and she put it on the floor and lost it. Alexandria coming back the other way, but now the Cardinals give it up. And it's Elk River basketball. Now a ball through the lane, loose, and it's going to be taken by the Lady Cards. And what do we have called here?
Oh, they're calling a flop warning on the Cardinals. And so it's weird that they stopped play there. I didn't know they did that, but I think we get the ball anyway. Yeah, so we had that earlier in the year with the boys, I think. But so they call a flop warning. And again, if there's one more, then I think it would be a technical. It's more just a team technical, not so much on a player.
So Alexandria with the ball. McKinley Helsher drives, then passes out to Scotty Brown. Brown now handing off to Riley Byer. Backdoor pass, Brown's got it down to the left block. As she leans in, foul gets called, and I thought Alexandria showed enough patience on that possession there to, you know, result in the good look by Scotty Brown.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's that high ball screen where we slip it, and the screener just cuts to the basket, and it was a great catch there by Scotty, and out to the line here for 2 important free throws.
Joanna Tulso picked up the personal foul for Elk River. That is her first today. Elk River is a team with only 2 fouls so far in the second half. Alexandria has 6. Cardinals now lead by 4. Brown is 2 for 3 from the line. She has 6 points. Second free throw off the heel of the rim, but there's an offensive rebound by Abby Evink. Now it goes off to Kate Hennessy. She is trapped. And now I think we're going to get a tie-up. And the possession will belong to Alexandria. It really seems like, Elk River is throwing a lot of different things defensively at Alexandria. Part of the reason why the Elks are 12-2, they play pretty good defense.
Yeah, their ball pressure has been good here the second half. And we just haven't, made a ton of shots, which has made it difficult. But they've done a nice job on the boards, too, Elk River, both offensively and defensively.
The runner by Riley Byer doesn't go, and Tulso got the rebound, so Elk River is down by 4 with the ball. We're about to move under 6 minutes remaining second half. Looking to drive, and the ball loose as it's stripped away from Elsie Osmo, and the Cardinals get it back, leading 42-38. Now Helsher will drive, and she puts it off the window and in.
Yeah, she did that in the first half, too. Just nobody stopped the ball, and she just kept going right to the basket to finish. Big basket there for McKinley.
And again, as you're watching on YouTube, we thank Quality Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays. Even if we aren't mentioning them as part of our broadcast, you are seeing them on our YouTube channel. Alexandria 44, Elk River 38 in girls basketball. 5.5 to go. Here's Kaylee Hansen leaning in. Her shot blocked. And now some of the Cardinal players get up as McKinley Helsher, I believe, deflected that ball out. Elk River will play it in along the baseline. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, the Elk River fans wanted a foul there on Scotty Brown and fighting through that screen. And
now a corner three goes over the rim, and McKinley Helsher has the rebound. So good defensive possession there for Alexandria. Here's Brown getting it over to the left side to Byer. Here is pass over to McKinley Helsher, and her three is short. The three-pointer simply is not falling today for McKinley Helsher. Now 0 for 5. But Alexandria leads by 6. Elk River trying to find some offense here. Ava Klein has it out top. Now it goes to the left side to Hansen, then inside to Klein. Finger roll shot danced in for Ava Klein. So Klein posted up there and scored the basket. Elk River back to within 4. Alexandria led by 3 at the break, and the Cardinals have been in front the entire half so far. Now we've got a pass by Brown, intercepted by Thomas. Open lane, and the layup is missed, but then Talso gets the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. And Abby Evink will pick up the personal foul, and that's going to put Elk River in the bonus for the rest of the game. 4:19 to go in the second half. Alexandria's lead is a tenuous 4 points at 44-40. Tulsa with a couple of baskets today, and she makes a free throw to give her 5 points. Izzy Johnson will re-enter for Elk River as Sienna Thomas checks out. Hope Stark and Lauren Byer in. Scotty Brown and Abby Evink will check out. So it's back to a one-possession Alexandria lead. Second free throw is off, and the ball is going to be out of bounds, and I think we're going to have a foul called on Osmo trying to get the offensive board, and the Cardinals have it leading by 3 points.
Yeah, and no matter how much is an official, you don't look at those team fouls. In the back of your mind, it enters, right? Elk River, we've committed 7 fouls, they've committed 3, so I think that's going to have an impact here down the stretch, but really it's going to be the team that values the basketball, and so we just need to make sure we don't turn it over. Good at a good offensive possession, even if the shot doesn't go in. Let's get a look, and there we almost turn it over again.
Yep, Riley Byer has it. Now she's trapped. Pass goes out to McKinley Helsher. She'll curl in. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound, and then I think we're going to have a foul on Alexandria and a bonus at the other end for the Elk River Elks. So the runner doesn't go, and then Elk River got the board, and now we'll get a 1-and-1 opportunity with under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, and we want to be aggressive, right? We want to attack the ball, but in a game like today when points have been so hard to come by, it's certainly hate to see a foul that far back in the backcourt, give them a chance to get to the line for some looks, especially now that they are in the bonus.
Yep, Izzy Johnson stepping to the stripe, making the front end of the 1-and-1, so she will be awarded the bonus. And Elk River is to within 2. Second free throw is good all the way. Alexandria 44, Elk River 43. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. Can the Cardinals have an answer here? McKinley Helsher dishes off to Riley Byer. Riley Byer looking for an opening, attacking, and her shot got blocked out of bounds. Defense provided there by Ava Klein and Elsie Osmo for Elk River. Alexandria will play the ball in with 3:36 to go in the second half. Pass comes in. Helsher gets it to Hennessy, to Hope Stark. Stark now a skip pass to Helsher. Helsher now to Lauren Byer. Her triple off the heel of the rim. Rebound to Joanna Tulso. And Elk River can take the lead for the first time since early on in this game. We're down to about 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Klein has it on the right side. Backdoor pass tipped away by Hennessy, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job there by Kate, to see that one, anticipate, they set that screen for that. They wanted that backdoor layup there. 20 on the shot clock here.
Elk River's Ava Klein will play it in along the near sideline. Alexandria 44, Elk River 43 in girls basketball. Pass into Izzy Johnson. Then it goes to Klein, then inside to Tulso, back out, and loose ball on the floor, and the Elks get it back, and Coach Monahan wants a short timeout. We're going to make it a 30-second break of our own. 3 minutes exactly in regulation time. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in girls basketball. It's Alexandria 44, Elk River 43.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, bringing you girls basketball today. Russ Henricks, yours truly, Dave McClurg on the call. Elk River has the ball, and now down to 10 seconds, under 10 on the shot clock. Here's a 3 by Elsie Osmo for the lead. It's no good. Lauren Byer secures the defensive rebound for Alexandria. Cardinals need some points in the worst way here. Down, or actually up by 1, but Alexandria has been held at 44 for a while, and now we're going to have a reach-in foul on Joanna Tulso. That will be her second, but that only puts Elk River at 4 fouls here in the second half.
And they do have the advantage now of being able to be really aggressive on defense, knowing that even if they commit a foul, that's not going to send us to the line, so they've still got a couple to give here.
Now pass goes into Riley Byer. Now her older sister Lauren has it. Then it goes to Hennessy, to Riley Byer, then back to Hennessy. She'll look to attack in traffic. Tough shot is up and in. And again, our friends at Quali Real Estate bringing you the instant replay as Kate Hennessy muscles in the shot. She's got 10 points today. Now at the other end, Johnson cut off. Pass goes into the corner to Klein, back out. Just over 2 minutes to go. Osmo working inside to Tulso. She's got it on the high post. Over to the left side, then back into Tulso. Backing in, shot altered by Kate Hennessy. And then a foul by Lauren Byer, or a rebound rather by Lauren Byer. As that was defended well, and then Kaylee Hansen picks up the Elk River foul.
Boy, Lauren's done a really nice job on the board. She's got, I have her down for 7. She probably has maybe more than that, but she's done a really nice job.
Now here's Hennessy with the basketball to Lauren Byer, curling in, and then a pass deflected. It's going to go out of bounds off of Elk River's Ava Klein, and possession will belong to Alexandria.
About, 21 here? You have 21 on the shot clock. Abby's going to come back in. Abby's hit some big threes in this second half here, so see what the Cardinals drop.
Yeah, inbound pass comes in, and now it goes from Byer inside to Kate Hennessy. Now off, looking to drive, and a hard foul there on Osmo is going to put the freshman Riley Byer on the line for 2 free throws. So a couple of biggies here at the strike for Alexandria, with the Cardinals up by 3. 1:37 to go in regulation time.
Yeah, sneaky little. That's Osmo's third, and so, we'll see here down the stretch. She's going to have to be a little less aggressive. Oh.
Free throw no good, so Alexandria this half now 1 for 3 from the line, 5 of 9 for the game, but if Riley can make this second free throw, it goes back to a 2-possession advantage. She does, and it does. Alexandria 47, Elk River 43.
Yeah, and by percentages, she's our best free throw shooter. So for her to knock down 1 there, as you said, is big. Gets that lead back up to 4.
Here's a bounce pass by Osmo to Tulso, and then the 3 on the right side by Kaylee Hansen is good. Hansen scores, and it's now 47-46. McKinley Helscher will put it off the window and in as she attacked the basket. And Matt Helscher, the head coach of the Lady Cards, wants a short timeout. 30-second break for us on our platforms. Glenwood State Bank scoreboarding girls basketball. Alexandria leads Elk River 49-46.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
We welcome you back to Alexandria Area High School's Polo Court and play-by-play of girls basketball. Fun game here between 11-4 Alexandria and 12-2 Elk River. Right now the Cardinals are up by 3, but Elk River has the ball. Here is Joanna Tulso dishing off to Elsie Osmo. Then into the corner it goes to Ava Klein. Back out, under a minute to play now. Now it goes inside to Tulso, back out. Pass through the lane, taken. Now it's Osmo out beyond the arc. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Johnson's three is deflected, out of bounds. Last touch by Alexandria. So Elk River will get a second chance opportunity. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock because I don't believe the ball touched the rim. Pass goes in. Now it's going to be into the corner. The three for the tie is good. Elsie Osmo drains the three with the shot clock running out. Half a minute to go now, tied at 49. Here's Abby Evink getting it off now to Riley Beyer. Difference between the shot clock and the game clock is about 3 seconds. Helsher has it on the left side. She'll look to attack to the basket. Shot is up and in. Alexandria takes the lead back, and Helsher is fouled.
Oh, what a moment there, D-Mac. What a moment there as Osmo knocks down the huge three. You could see that one coming from the minute they inbounded the ball, that they were going to get it to her in the corner. But then McKinley, just being the leader, and comes up with a huge basket and a chance here for a three-point play. Don't need to tell you how big of a free throw this is.
Yep, Ava Klein with the foul. Free throw is good, so Elk River will need a three-point basket to retie the score. Timeout gets called here. We're going to keep it right here on location in the closing moments of this game. So big momentum changes on both sides. Elsie Osmo able to drain, I believe, her fourth three-pointer of the afternoon to get the Elks level with about a half a minute to go. And then McKinley Helsher scores the go-ahead basket and makes a free throw. Okay, we're going to be in this situation here, Russ, where Elk River gets the ball. A three-point make ties the game. Do you think in the strategy session here for Coach Helsher and Alexandria, do you foul Elk River to put the Elks on the line for a 1-and-1?
Well, a couple things. You know, I'm sure Matt has a strategy that he believes in these situations. That's a lot of time. So I think if it was a little less time, I think they'd do it. And one of the things that has to be going through his mind at this point is how much we've struggled rebounding, right? So all of a sudden, if you foul them, they make the first one, and then they get a rebound and hit a three, and you lose. Worst case scenario here, if you play good defense, they hit a three, you go to overtime. You know, so I think you're going to close out. They're going to run some of their backdoor stuff, try to get it probably an early basket, I would imagine Elk River is, and then they'll play the foul game. You know, that was really, really good basketball there, those two stretch there, and that was really nice. And so, you know, we've done both of these games, right? Boys and girls Elk River, and both of them have been fantastic games right down to the stretch. And, yeah, let's see how this one finishes up here. Take us home, D-Mac.
Yep, Alexandria is going to extend the defensive pressure a little bit as Elk River will bring it up. It'll be Elsie Osmo getting it over to Ava Klein into the front court. Now it comes to Tulso. Out to Izzy Johnson. It goes inside to Osmo. Her shot off the rim. Offensive rebound. Follow-up is good. And I believe Joanna Tulso got the putback basket. Elk River did not call a timeout right away, but Ryan Monahan will get it with 2 seconds to go, and this is a full timeout. So Elk River decided to go inside, and Tulso got the basket, but that leaves the spread between the teams at 1. At 52-51 for the Alexandria Cardinals. And now you look at that basket moments ago by Kinley Helsher. How big is the made free throw there?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they tried to get the ball down inside. I think they were hoping for a foul there, and it's interesting because they ran down. The coach was trying to get a timeout. I was wondering if they were going to put another second, which would make a huge difference on the clock here. But, this is so important here now, obviously, with only 2 seconds left. This isn't the NBA or even in the WNBA where you can advance the ball. So we're going to inbounds and underneath, and the most important thing is the ball has to go toward our basket. It's got a worst-case scenario. This ball gets tapped down here in our end, and then the clock runs out. We cannot throw the ball back toward our basket, so to speak, because we're going to be inbounding and underneath, and we just can't turn it over 2 seconds. A lot can happen, but if we execute here, and I'm sure Matt has a plan, we should be able to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, again, keep in mind if we do have a tie-up, Elk River gets the ball. So if the ball comes into the backcourt, Elk River might try for that tie-up. Pass comes in, and Riley Byer got fouled immediately as she got the pass from her sister. And Elk River commits the foul. That took 0.7 of a second off the clock. The foul will be on Elsie Osmo, and that is her 4th today. Riley Byer will have a 1-and-1. She is 1 for 2 from the stripe today.
Yeah, good idea there by Coach Helscher. He's going to take our players out of there in the free throw rebounding situation, and so we don't commit a foul.
Free throw is good, and it's kind of interesting with nobody at the line. No Elk River player moved. They were thinking it was a 2-shot opportunity. So one more coming for a 3-point lead, and the free throw is good. And now I believe the timeout is going to be whistled here. And we're again going to keep it right here. And the score now 54-51.
Yeah. Sorry, D-Mac. She knocked those down without any hesitation. And for a sophomore, takes a tremendous amount of guts and courage. And that was a great job on her part there to knock those down. And so now, as a coach, you're just saying just no fouls. No fouls. We're going to back way off. We're just going to line ourselves up, and if they want to throw it underneath for a layup, good for them. So they have no timeouts left. We're not going to inbounds this ball under any circumstances because the clock just keeps going in high school sports. So we'll see. Looks like we're going to put somebody on the ball. Looks like Ellie Homelvig's going to be on the ball. She'll just try to somehow get a tip, but you're telling your players no fouls.
So Elk River will inbound against some pressure. And the pass comes in. Osmo's got it for the tie from the backcourt. The shot is short. And Alexandria gains the victory. 9th ranked in Class 4A, Elk River goes down to defeat in Alexandria this afternoon. The Lady Cards get the win, arguably their most significant victory here in 2025-26. Elk River suffers a defeat for just the 3rd time in 15 games this year. Alexandria prevails by a final score of 54-51. Alexandria now 12-4 on the year, while Elk River falls to 12-3. That will do it for our play-by-play. Elk River's last-second desperation 3 does not go, and the Cardinals get the dub. We invite you to stick around. We're going to take a break. We'll get into our post-game report brought to you by Juettner Motors of Alexandria. I do want to let you know that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio also through the Voice of Alexandria app. And we've got the live video streaming on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Let's go to a break, and then we're back to Alexandria Area High School's Polig Court with our Juettner Motors post-game report.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
A successful win isn't about the score, it's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juettner Motors your best price dealer.
Welcome back to Polling Court at Alexandria Area High School and our Juettner Motors postgame report. Good news for the Alexandria Girls basketball team. They earn a signature victory on their home floor today, knocking off the team ranked 9th in Class 4A, the Elk River Elks. Just the third defeat of the year for Elk River as Alexandria prevails 54-51. We welcome you to our Juettner Motors postgame. If you are watching on YouTube, the long picture here has Russ Hinrichs off to the left, myself, Dave McClurg, off to the right, and the Byer sisters are joining us as our interview guests here. Riley Byer and Lauren Byer are joining us right now. Our postgame interviews are brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? And we're going to start with the elder Byer first as Lauren joins us. Lauren, for those that are not watching on YouTube but maybe checking out the radio coverage, when you suit up with your jersey on game day, what's your number?
I'm number 5.
Very good. Has number 5 been your number really throughout your varsity career?
Yep, besides 8th grade year, it's been 5, yep.
Okay, any special allegiance toward uniform number 5?
It's just kind of been always like my lucky number, so.
Excellent. Talk a little bit about this game today. Really, it was, in my mind, a little bit of a grinder because it was a situation where there were spurts where the teams were executing offensively, and then there were spurts where offense was really tough to come by. Lauren, you've been around the team. Elk River brought to the Gymnasium.
This one feels like really good because we had to work our butts off to get this one. They went on spurts, but we did good at stopping them before it got too much. We were up for most of the game, which felt good. So, gave us confidence. At the end, we executed well. Even though they hit that big shot, we still stayed calm and we came out with the win.
Yeah, it is interesting because Elk River never led after the first maybe 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Your team was up by 3, and it seemed like Elk River was coming on. The Elks finally get the game tied up with 49 seconds to go. Or actually a half minute to go. It was 49-49 after the Osmo 3, but how did you feel about the composure that your team demonstrated after Elk River hit that big shot?
It was really fun to see like that everybody didn't get scared. We weren't like jumping, like we knew that we could like come back and we weren't going to give them another easy shot, and we were going to come out and have like a good look.
Lauren, I'm going to turn the mic over to my broadcast partner, Russ Henricks. He'll have a couple of questions. I might circle back to you in a moment or two.
All right, good job, ladies. Way to go. So, Lauren, obviously, just playing with your sister, right? How much fun is that? How cool is that to have that opportunity? Both of you out there at the end of the game, and just talk a little bit about that and how kind of fun that is and special.
It's awesome. Like, people probably think that we fight, but we actually don't fight at all on the court, which is nice. But it's really fun to like be with my sister. We've always she's always been part of like our team a little bit. Like, she came to practices when we were younger and like just kind of followed us throughout my whole basketball career. So it's really fun to like actually get to play a game with her now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And your story, obviously, you've come back from a ton of adversity, right? Just multiple different surgeries and things like that, and so your resiliency. What have you learned about yourself just in this process and fighting through some of the things you've had to fight through with injuries?
I would say like the biggest thing that I took away from it is like everything happens for a reason. It taught me so many like valuable lessons to like come like be a part of my life for the rest of my life. It also taught me that don't take anything for granted. I had to sit for 2 volleyball seasons and 2 like half of the seasons for basketball and AAU. It's really hard to watch. So like now being on the court, I take every moment I'm on the court for like, it's just so much, I just take it so much more like to heart that I can be out there again.
Well, that's a fantastic perspective, that you have on it. And now as you look to the rest of the year, right? I mean, it kind of feels like you mentioned things happen for a reason. This has the makings. This team is, there's something special, kind of unique about the way you guys play. And as you look now, as you keep going here, what are your thoughts here on the rest of the season and the things as a senior, the things that you guys still need to work on and get better at?
I would say just like movement of the ball. I feel like sometimes it sticks, which is like fine, but we just need to learn how to like move and cut, get better like layups. I feel like we have layups, but they're always contested. I feel like we should just get more like breakaways or like cuts, so like our layups are easier to make.
Absolutely. Well, great job, Lauren. It's fun to see you out there playing and playing with confidence, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
And Lauren, I think we'll have you hand the microphone over to younger sis now as Riley Byer joins us. Riley ended up leading Alexandria in scoring today, 19 points as part of a 3-point Alexandria victory over Elk River. And Riley, I know you're young in terms of your age and everything like that, but you really have settled in nicely with this Alexandria varsity team. What's your perspective on getting a key win against a section opponent that ironically is state ranked as well?
I think it's really awesome. We came into it like with a game plan, and I think we executed it very well. At the end of the game, especially when it got intense, we like slowed it down. We didn't like force too many things, and we made smart decisions.
Yeah, that was one of the worries that I have maybe as a fan, that I think Elk River kind of wanted to, ratchet up the intensity level. Maybe, there's a term in political usage, pressure campaign, and it seemed like Elk River wanted to do that, maybe to get you out of your comfort zone. How tough is it, Riley, to avoid getting into a situation where they might be trying to rush you a little bit?
It is pretty tough, but I think like if you don't show that you're getting like a bunch of pressure on you, I think it like helps the whole team out, just staying calm and like looking for the next open player that will keep the ball strong and safe.
I think we mentioned as we were visiting with Lauren a couple of moments ago, once your team took the lead in the first half, you never gave it up the rest of the way. Is that a sign that your team's composure, Riley, is pretty solid, that you could take, some punches from a really good team and still fight them off?
Yeah, for sure. I think, just come out and always play your best and give your best effort.
Very good. Riley Byer is joining us along with her older sister Lauren as part of our Juettner Motors pregame show. And Russ, let's bring you back in.
Riley, just your poise, right? Your poise out there on the floor. You played a lot of, big-time basketball, so to speak, with AAU, right? You played with some really good players. And so, where does that poise, your calm, it feels like you do. As the game gets bigger, you slow down a little bit. And so what kind of things are going through your mind in those moments when the game is, really going to be at its tightest?
I think for sure, knowing my role and, staying calm. When she hit that 3 in my face, I was mad at myself, and I knew, to not show emotion about it and, just get back and make a smart play on the other side of the ball and just, I always pick up after one bad thing, never lay your head, put your head down.
The free throws, right? So you had to knock down those free throws at the end of the game, and, how many times have you practiced, right, that exact same moment? And so you have your routine. Talk to the audience a little bit about your routine when you're at the free throw line and what kind of goes through your mind and what you're looking to do there.
I take a deep breath and I say, "You're gonna make this," and then I take 2 dribbles and shoot it.
Outstanding. I asked your sister about playing together. Right now, it's your turn. Talk about playing with your older sister and what that means to you and how much fun it is.
It means so much to me. It's so special. Last year we could have played together a little bit too, but this year it just means so much, especially that it's my first year in high school and it's her last year, and just kind of make the best out of it. And like she said, I've been with her through her whole basketball season or her career as I was younger, and I think it's just cool to be able to play together now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's awesome. It's fun. That's one of the best things about high school sports, that DMAC and I get to watch these kind of things and these kind of stories, and it's awesome to see you two playing together and winning and having success. Great job. Let's keep it going.
Thank you so much.
Riley, 1 or 2 other follow-up questions. Of course, your team has now played a lot of the competition. I know you got Brainerd coming into your place a little bit later in the year, but Elk River's coaching staff, and I'm sure if we had Coach Helscher on, they seem to feel that this section really is wide open, whether it be Elk River, Alexandria, Brainerd, even Bemidji, has had a pretty decent year so far. But do you feel Alexandria can be in the running maybe to get back to state, even in a different class this year?
Yes, for sure. If we put our mind to it, just go out and give your best effort. And I think for sure on the defensive end will help us so much.
I know that you and Lauren have had the pleasure of, being around some great coaches. The legend Wendy Kohler retired after her 40th season last year. But Riley, what are your thoughts about what Matt Helscher can bring into the Gymnasium? Obviously, he's got a daughter that's part of the team, so he was quite familiar with the Alexandria Girls basketball program even before taking the head coaching job. I mentioned to him in an email earlier this winter, if I were young enough, I would love to play for him. But what's it like to be around him?
It's nice. He has a lot of knowledge, and he also stays calm and keeps all of us calm in those type of situations. He's smart and, like I said, knowledgeable what to do, what plays to run, what defenses to do, and he holds you accountable.
Very good. Riley, congratulations to you and to your sister and to the team on a fun victory today. This was very enjoyable to watch, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the line, and good luck this coming week.
Thank you so much.
There is Riley Beyer along with her older sister Lauren Beyer, our special guests as part of our Juettner Motors post-game report. Again, our thanks to our friends up in the Otter Tail country. Our post-game interviews brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. Again, the final, Alexandria 54, Elk River 51, as the Elks go down to defeat for just the 3rd time in 15 games. We will have more of our Juettner Motors post-game report after we take this timeout.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day, a chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Resorters Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorters Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
We are back one final time at Alexandria Area High School's Polling Court following an exciting girls basketball victory for the Alexandria Lady Cards. They defeat the Elk River Elks by a final score of 54-51. And Russ Hinrichs, I get the feeling, as competitive as Class 4A Section 8 may be for girls basketball, this may not be the last time that Alexandria and Elk River face each other this year.
No, absolutely. Two good basketball teams. They played a really fun basketball game. At times it was physical, at times, defensively. Both teams I thought were very good, and at times both teams struggled offensively. Elk River brings a lot to the table. Obviously, they did a really nice job on the boards, and we didn't talk much about it, but they're missing a really good player, Osterman, who her and McKinley were teammates. I think Abby too during the summer. So obviously that's impacting them. But Osmo was very good today, hit that big three, and those last 2 minutes that was really good high school basketball. Watching players and young people execute as they did. Obviously, coaches drawing up plays and kids knocking down free throws in pressure situations. That's what high school sports are all about. And, for us to have the privilege to watch, today and over the last 3 days, that's why it is that we do what we do. That's why you come to the gym as a fan. And that was just a fun day of basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. As Alexandria gets the victory, I just can't compliment, the composure that Alexandria showed, because Elk River would never get out of this game. I think it was basically played within a 7-point spread all day long. Elk River had the early basket for a 3-0 lead, and then it went back and forth, and then the Cardinals got up 14-7, and then, it kind of became a defensive stand down, if you will, that both teams were defending each other really well. So 22-19, and although Alexandria would kind of stretch that lead out, Elk River never was able to be put too far back in the rearview mirror. But the composure piece, and I get the feeling in talking and having Lauren and Riley on the air after our game here that that confidence, quiet confidence level kind of exudes from, what they see out of their head coach, Matt Helscher. And I think you pointed out to me the other night, when you were younger and Coach Helscher was younger, you had the opportunity to coach him. So
Yep.
you know a lot about his demeanor.
Absolutely. And all three, they're just, and that's all three of them, Matt and his brothers, Nate and Michael, they're cool customers. And Matt is a cool customer. He's been in a lot of situations, and just having watched him coach over the years for Osakis when they've come here for the breakdown tournaments. He's been really good traditionally in close games. And, today felt like a playoff game in some regards. Felt like a section playoff game, that kind of intensity on the end. And this is how exactly it's going to be played. You talk about, games going to be played in a phone booth. It's going to be really tight. The teams are going to go back and forth. There's going to be a lot of plays, and you never know when that one play is going to make a difference, right? Abby Evink, she knocked down 2 big threes in the second half. In a game which you win by 3 points, those things are huge. And then obviously your free throws down the stretch. The Cardinals made, it looks like in my stats, 5 out of 6 free throws in the second half. I mean, that's what I had, and every point matters, right? And so I think for the Cardinals today and for Elk River, would this surprise us if this was a section final? Absolutely not.
Yeah, just a slight dicker. I don't. Alec, I think, went 5 of 7.
5 of 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but
that's
right
still,
on track
yep,
there.
Absolutely.
So that's making some free throws, and again, Riley's shooting those with like 1.3 seconds to go or something like that, and you're up by 1.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
But even the series before that, when McKinley Helsher drives to the basket, you figure Elk River's going to kind of steal this game at the end after Elsie Osmo. Terrific afternoon on her part. She gets the dagger 3 in the corner, so it's 49-all, and Elk River's finally even for the first time since early on in the game. And then Alexandria's response after that. I mean, crunch time, I believe in the NBA they call it clutch time or whatever, and Alexandria really got a big check mark in the box for their clutch time performance.
Yeah, there's no substitute. You really don't. I mean, it's nice, obviously, to win. You win some of those games, in the running time, and that's fantastic. But you really don't learn a ton during those games. Today is one of those games where you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about the things you're good at. And you learn a lot about the things you still need to work on. And, I know the coaches will go back next week and get right back to practice and get right back after it.
So Alexandria earns the victory 54-51 by half. It was 22-19 Alexandria at the break. And then the teams played to a 32-32 standoff in the second half. Elk River again in the second half never led the game, tied it up under a minute to go on the Elsie Osmo 3-point shot to make it a 49-49 game. But then McKinley Helsher drives to the basket, scores the go-ahead bucket with 16.1 seconds to go, adds a free throw, and Alexandria would go on to win after Elk River got a basket on its own end. Riley Byer then makes a couple of free throws to make it a 54-51 game, and then the desperation 3 from the backcourt by Osmo would be short, and Alexandria earns the win. Let's go through some of the numbers in this game here. First of all, the unofficial scoring stats for the day. Point totals included one of our postgame guests, Riley Byer, the freshman, finished with 19, including 13 in the opening half. Also in double figures, McKinley Helsher, and she really provided a spark after halftime. 9 of her 11 points came in the second half of play. 8 for Kate Hennessy, 6 for Scotty Brown, 6 on a pair of three-pointers in the second half for Abby Evink, and then 4 for our other postgame guest, Lauren Byer, and those both came in the second half of today's game. Ellie Hummelvig played but did not score. Hope Stark played but did not score. And that's about as deep as Alexandria went today, rotating 7 throughout the course of the game. Riley Byer with 19, Helsher with 11, 8 for Hennessy, 6 apiece for Evink and Brown, 4 for Lauren Byer, team total 54. Elk River had one player in double figures scoring. That was senior guard Elsie Osmo, 21 points. She knocked down a number of three-pointers, including the one to tie the game at 49. After that, it was Kaylee Hansen with 9 points. Joanna Tulso with 7 as well. Off the bench for Matisse Hahn. 4 points today for Izzy Johnson, 2 for Ava Klein, and 1 on a free throw for Sienna Thomas. Ella Tobin played in today's game but did not score for Elk River. Osmo with 21, 9 for Hansen, 7 for Tulso, 7 for Hahn, 4 for Izzy Johnson, 2 for Klein, and 1 for Thomas, the team total 51. On the boards, Elk River out-rebounded Alexandria by 3, 37-34 unofficially. The thing that was a point of concern, Elk River got 18 of its 37 rebounds on the offensive glass today. Alexandria ended up getting 6 offensive boards today, so 28 defensive rebounds for Alexandria, but 28 defensive rebounds compared to 18 offensive rebounds. That was problematic, but again, Alexandria still found a way to overcome all those offensive boards that Elk River got in the game. Fouls in the game, 15 for Alexandria, 14 for Elk River. Another difference in this game was what happened or didn't happen at the free throw line. Alexandria 9 of 13. Pretty respectable there. That's right around just under 70% in that neighborhood. Elk River missed 11 from the free throw line today as the Elks went 12 of 23. And ultimately, that could be one major factor as to why Elk River is not heading back down I-94 with a 13-2 record. Three-point shooting today, Elk River 6 out of 25. Elsie Osmo was most accurate from distance as she knocked down 4 three-pointers. Kaylee Hansen had a couple of threes as well. Alexandria 7 of 20 beyond the arc. Riley Byer with 4 triples. Abby Evink with 2 three-pointers, one of which was our Culver's play of the game today. And then Kate Hennessy had a 3-point basket as well. The Lady Cards won despite 19 turnovers this afternoon. Elk River, by comparison, made 14 turnovers. We only had 1 tie in the game, and it occurred in the last minute of regulation, 49 all. 3 lead changes today, and they all occurred in the first half within the game's first 5 minutes or so. Alexandria led 22-19 at the break. Each team scored 32 in the second half, so the Cardinals prevail 54-51. Alexandria is now at 12-4 on the year, and again getting a key Section 8 Class 4A win. Elk River had not lost in the section all year. The Elks came into today's game 5-0 against section rivals. Elk River will have one more game against a section opponent, and ironically, that will be on Tuesday night when Brainerd, the defending Class 4A Section 8 champions, visit the Elk River High School campus for a 7 o'clock game. Alexandria, meanwhile, is now 12-4. The Lady Cards will get back into Central Lakes Conference play this week. St. Cloud visits on Tuesday night, and then Alexandria will travel to Wilmer. That's a game we'll have on our late media platforms on Friday. Alexandria at Wilmer with an early 6 o'clock start. We'll take care with the Juettner Motors pregame show at 5:30 on Friday afternoon as Wilmer's varsity basketball teams are hosting a doubleheader. Wilmer and Alexandria will play girls basketball at 6, and then Wilmer and Apollo in boys basketball will follow at the Big Red Gym inside Wilmer High School around 7:45 on Friday night. So Russ Hinrichs, all told, a fun week. I know it became basketball heavy this week. We get into a little hoops and puck next week on our late media platforms, but it was great to work with you. 4 games here at Alexandria Area High School, and the locals did quite well.
Absolutely. It was a good week. Lots of winning, lots of fun basketball. It's fun to see these athletes perform and do the things that they love to do and do it in front of big crowds, and we get the opportunity to watch. And, we were Ironmen this week, and it was fun. And as I always say, love working with you guys, and you guys are true professionals. And it was a fun day. Stay warm. Let's go home, watch some football. You know, should be a fun weekend of football here. And, it's always just a blast. And as always, go Cards.
Very good. It's always an excellent way for Russ Hinrichs to wrap up his game presentation as part of our Juettner Motors post-game report. Of course, I know that part of our crew is actually going to head over to the Runestone Community Center Cub Foods Night for Alexandria Blizzard Hockey. You can stop by Cub Foods this afternoon and see if they still have any tickets available, and then go watch the Blizzard face the Mason City Toros tonight. I believe 7:10 for the drop of the puck, somewhere in that neighborhood at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. We'll get back to a little more of a conventional week of broadcasting next week. Game Tuesday, game Friday. The Friday night matchup we referenced earlier, Alexandria at Wilmer for girls basketball with a 6 o'clock game. We'll get Alexandria boys hockey on the air on Tuesday night. The Cardinals travel down to the Municipal Athletic Complex in St. Cloud for a second and final regular season meeting with the St. Cloud Crush. Jeff James and videographer J.P. Boleen will be joining us for the coverage. We hope you'll join us as well. We'll take air on our platforms with the Juettner Motors pregame show at approximately 6:30, and play-by-play from the Granite City will follow at 7 on Tuesday night. And then an earlier start for the girls basketball with Alexandria at Wilmer on Friday, 6 o'clock game, so we'll take air with the Juettner Motors pregame at 5:30. My thanks to Tom Chorley back at the KXRA studio in downtown Alexandria for the radio master control today. Thanks as well to J.P. Boleen. It's great to have J.P. back on the scene after J.D. Johnson did admirable work filling in on Friday night for the video work for our YouTube channel. The Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters brought you our coverage. Special thanks to Juettner Motors for presenting our post-game report.